Oh, don't mind me. I'm just playing Kirby Forgotten Lands. Oh, you're here for the Q&A. Why didn't you say so? Let's get this started then. Ignore the background, it's moving time. What do you think of emulators, mods also, or you just stick with consoles? I used to use old consoles until they kept breaking. Only one I still use is the Wii, so I can play Mario Kart Wii mods. I'm guessing this is a 2-in-1 question here. So what do I think of emulators? I'd say it's a cheap and easy way to play some of the old classics no one can afford.
Have you seen the prices on Pokemon Gale of Darkness?
It's insanely expensive for me at this time. This is the reason why I bought Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, because price and demand will come for it. I can already feel it on its way right now. But either way, I'd say it's okay. Never have I done emulation before, nor am I doing it anytime soon. As for mods, I've only seen a lot of Sonic Generations mods. Some Sonic Forces mods too, but nothing else much. And since everyone can be fans of their respective games, they put their hearts and souls into making these characters and levels, which has a lot of work put into them. Also, what consoles kept breaking on you, Ross? Have you ever had someone to fix them? Unless you've tried doing it yourself. Also, I hope you don't just own Mario Kart Wii on the Wii system. Just saying. Are any of your consoles homebrewed? No, not a single one of my consoles is homebrewed. I don't even know that kind of technology myself anyways. It's too risky for me as it is. And I'm not gonna pay someone to do it for me. It's not a need I want anyways. How many consoles you got? Did I see a SNES over there? I still have the same amount of consoles, and handhelds if you want to count those too. My old and dirty original Xbox, my half-working PlayStation 2, my $20 Xbox 360, my Nintendo Wii, my lovely Nintendo Switch, 2 Game Boy Advances, and a Japanese DSi. The SNES though is my brother's, which he did take with him last year. Since you did watch the 2010 to 2020 game review video I did, I understand why you asked. Do you use PC or iPads more? And what kind of editing program? All the footage and editing looks like it's on an iPad, but I once saw a desktop site, I think. Another 2-in-1 question, it seems. Oh boy! First of all, just to make this clear, I do not use Apple technology. The last time I used that was an iPad back in middle school. Man, that takes me back. I record all my stuff on my phone, which is an Android, by the way. If I even had an iPad, I don't know any way on how to record one-handed with that. So yeah, I use a PC to edit my stuff. I won't say what it is though, especially due to this video being unsponsored. All I can say about it is that it's free to use. I might say what it is in the future, but I'm keeping it to myself for now. Also, where did you see the desktop? Are you talking about the one in my room? I mean, you have seen my desk before. Does that count? What made you want to start your channel, and do you have any interest in making it big, or you just would like staying small? Okay, how many more 2-in-1 questions do you have, Ross? I don't want anything to be confusing, and I really want to make sure it all makes sense to you without losing track of it. So what made me start the channel was already talked about before with TG Universe back in my first Q&A. But I'll say it again since I can talk now. Woohoo! At the start, I did some speedruns with Shadow the Hedgehog and Roblox Sonic World Adventure. As I actually published one of them, thanks Silent. That's, I guess, the start. For Sonic 06's glitch disease, though, I was a huge fan of some glitch theories on the internet. And since no one has found any glitches for LEGO Dimensions, even though it was the version 1.0 of the game, and Shrek Treasure Hunt for no odd reason, it's amazing what I've discovered. I even did unused content too, but that seemed to not have lasted very long. I guess I lied about it after like 2020. Sonic Adventure 1 glitch disease when? It's broken like Sonic 06, but actually good. Okay then. Right now, I don't think I'm planning on a Sonic Adventure glitch video as of this time, but I will have that down in my mind. I do have videos planned for late next year, which I am still in development right now, so stay tuned for that. What's your favorite color? I don't even need to say it. The hints are just all around. Very funny, Ross. Voice reveal when? May I present to you with the Forgotten Glitches 2021? Woody, I will never surrender to the likes of you. What made you want to start making videos? This one has already been answered with Ross, so I'll skip this one. Top 3 favorite games of all time? Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one, isn't it? For my third favorite video game, I would choose Kirby the Forgotten Land because of its open 3D gameplay, the music it has to offer, especially the roar of Dedede, and its abilities. Though there's no stone, Volcano Fire is a great replacement for it. I swear, it's way too OP. Originally, Kirby's Return to Dreamland was my favorite game for the franchise, but now that I've played Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I get to not use the script. Bummer. For my second favorite video game, it has to go to Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360 or PS3, and that was an amazing game. The graphics, music, heck, even the werehog was so thrilling to get into this game. I've always enjoyed this game deeply and will never stop admiring how great this game has been. I have played the PS2 and Wii versions too, but the experience was kind of bland to me. Either way, the HD version of Sonic Unleashed has and always will be my second favorite game of all time, especially in the Sonic series. Let's hope Sonic Frontiers doesn't change that. But the one and only game that will never outmatch any of the rest to beat my #1 spot has got to be Halo Reach. Everything about it is amazing. Gameplay, graphics, story. But the biggest ones of all is replaying your gameplay in the theater. And my goodness, every time I play Tip of the Spear or the package, I would always pretend that I was on the Covenant side with the camera. Although I did grow out of it, I will still do it time and time again when I feel like it. Believe me, I've been doing it when I was young and remember it like it was yesterday. With all of that, my #1 favorite game, hands down of all time, will always be Halo Reach. Setup tour! As in, what do you use to record and edit your videos? So much for a setup tour. I've already answered this with Ross once again, so I'll skip it. But for how I set up to record my gameplay on the big screen for consoles and such, all I need is a stool, my phone, and something to keep it in balance for the device to not fall over. In this case, I used my Spider-Man pencil box I got in elementary school. I'm very creative.
What other consoles do you wish to have, and what games would you like? Let's make this fair. For the consoles I don't have, I'll choose 3 of what I want, with 5 games for each one. For the ones I do have, I'll just do 3. And to save on some breath and time, I'm just gonna make a slideshow explaining why I chose these games. Trust me, no one's gonna look at the comments section just to find those little answers.
dream job? Though the world will be open with endless possibilities, I'd rather not say, as the time will always change in the future. But I can say that I did want to be a musicianist, as I was in band class since 5th grade. But I scrapped it only to realize need more than one instrument played. And guessing this correctly, percussion doesn't count as several instruments. Are you only interested in making glitch compilations and arcs, or would you like to try other types of content like Let's Plays and funny moments in games? Okay, first of all, I only made one arc. Stories are always in the good hype for it. Glitch compilations, I don't really blame you on that. And second, I would most likely try to get into other things once in a while. With your suggestions of Let's Plays, I think that would be best for a livestream thing to experience a new game I never played before, or been a long while to see if I still have the same opinions or not. A couple of good examples are Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex or Halo 4. The game's garbage. How was your life growing up? That's personal. You don't need to know that much. But all I can say is that it's been one heck of a ride so far. And now inflation is happening. Do I need to explain that word? How has video games impacted your life? Did they shape your personality? They impacted my life and enjoyment. But shaping my personality? I don't know. I don't feel like I've changed at all, have I? Do you have any regrets? On this channel, so far no. In my past life, yeah, I've made too many mistakes throughout my human life. But it happens to us, and we do the best we can to avoid it repeating again. What are you expecting out of your YouTube channel? And what's your vision on it? I really don't know, honestly. Only the future will tell. I don't want to make many promises that I fail to keep to then cause an effect in the future. So again, only time will tell.
Have you ever been interested in what's behind the walls? Like in my case, unused cutscene rooms hidden out of bounds, tricks used by the devs, etc. I used to be quite invested in that stuff. If what you're saying is unused content out of bounds, then yes, but I've already done that. There's a playlist available of me finding many things out of bounds inside certain video games. However, it's mostly LEGO games, especially the first 2 LEGO Star Wars games. Then again, I've really never updated the playlist since then, nor added a video of an unused object in Sonic Unleashed, so maybe I might go back to it in the future? I've only been doing it while making the glitch videos, so doing it now will be clearly unknown. Plus, it's not in every game, unfortunately, as the possibilities are rare to be coming back to this. Which do you like better, the PlayStation 2 or Nintendo GameCube? I barely had any experience with the GameCube, as my library for that is only 3. Well, 4 if you count Super Mario Sunshine on the Switch, and 5 if you include the Ratatouille game, which I have yet to play. So until I get into more experience with that console, having at least 10 or so games, I have to go with the PlayStation 2 for now. Besides, look at my library for this console. And that doesn't include the handful of PlayStation 1 games. But Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog on this console are not the best for it, though. Favorite and least favorite 3D SpongeBob games. For my favorite game, it's going to be Battle for Bikini Bottom. The music and cartoony graphics are just perfect for this console. The lip syncing is also on point too, and I'm very happy they did their best on this game. Now with its remake, that's a whole different story. It's rushed, buggy, graphically unfinished, and most importantly, it's not synced with the cutscenes. You can see at the very end, too. Have you ever played the Sly Cooper series? It seems like your kind of game, at least in gameplay. I don't know about the story.
No, I haven't, but maybe one day I'll get into that series too. I've done the same thing to Splatoon and Crash Bandicoot after all, and this last one you have here seems to be a combined question of the two I've already answered. Unfortunately, my answer still remains the same, so I'm skipping it. Sorry, Ross. Have you tried to do any glitch hunting on GBA games? That's my question. No, but I have done research about it for the handheld. As of this time though, I got no plans for any of the Game Boy Advance games to go glitch hunting with. How did you stumble upon speedrun.com in the first place? I don't remember, honestly. It might be related to glitch videos I've watched in the past, such as some of the glitch as an example. 2018 was the best I can remember from memory. Other than that, I've got nothing else coming into my mind for it. And for our last question, here is one I asked for myself. Out of all the games that have been released in the past, which one would you like to have re-released on modern age consoles? Knuckles Chaotix. Now, we move on to new games I have in my collection. Well, I guess we might as well start off with the story of Kirby and Forgotten Land. Now, how did I get Kirby and Forgotten Land? Well, we have to explain the story about GameStop's point system being switched to the Pro members. I don't know why they're doing it, but that is just the most weirdest decision I've ever heard in my life. After hearing the point system going away for the player members, I still had 1,000 points for my Black Friday experience, making it into a $1 certificate. My plan was to use it on pre-ordering a different game, but unfortunately I didn't realize you couldn't do that, and so I had till the end of June to use it. Thankfully, I had trade credits, so I was able to put 49 bucks into it out of 60 for the game I was going to pre-order. The games that I traded in were Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox 360, though the PS3 version was shown, it was replaced with The Sims 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Mario Kart Wii, a DSi AC adapter, and an Xbox 360 controller. In the end, I accepted the trade credit for that game and carried on my day. But remember, I had until June to use the coupon, so what happened next before that time period? Well, I decided to check the electronics for the game at Walmart, and it was $60 even. When I saw this price tag, my mind already chose Kirby and the Forgotten Land. But why this game? Well, as of the month of June, any of the games not $50 were not in the peak of my interest. As I grew more trade credit, I was able to build up $46.75 using these games shown on screen. It took me about a month till they were able to get 4 copies in. Using my trade credits, my gift card got me down to 16 cents. Though now you know the story, I couldn't help but laugh on it being how good of a deal that was. And then it got sold out again! Like, they didn't have a steady restock until September. And between that time, I put in $25 of trade credits using these games for Pac-Man World Repack around a bit of its time of its announcement. Now, I was unable to play it until a week later due to some sort of power outage. I mean, I knew about it, but I don't know if it was around the area I was in or if it was somewhere else as well during that time. But I was still able to get it. And I enjoyed it. Why did I get this game, you may ask? This should explain why. Finally, a week later, I was able to get my first $60 pre-order game. Oh, and I got a GameStop Pro membership too before that time, so I saved $5 along with it. Anyways, I now own the game along with a sticker set, which I'm not going to use because 1, it's going to go out of print, and 2, it's a collector's item. My reviews for this game are really positive for all 3 of them, and I'm still excited for the next 2 games I'm going to play that are coming out this year, being Sonic Frontiers and Pokemon Violet. I also had this $50 bill being used for Pokemon Violet that I got for helping someone out. I saved it all this time for that game. And okay, I'm gonna stop myself right there and interrupt. Why am I talking about all these modern games instead of the retro ones? I'll go as quickly brief as I can here. I own the Pac-Man Power Pack where I paid $5 at a pawn shop. I don't know what to do with the duplicate copies right now, but I'll figure it out after winter. I also own Spider-Man Edge of Time on the Wii and Thor Complete in Box on the Xbox 360. Though these were very cheap games I bought, they do not compare to Kirby's Dream Collection. Even though it was $6, you would not believe how much it goes for. Anyways, that's the end of the second Q&A. If you want to watch the first one, it is available to watch if you have the time for it. In the meantime, for me, I will be waiting for Pokemon Violet. I am ready to go out into the wilderness.
Nobody cares!